Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Snews. Take 8. No, just playing. All right, the NFL schedule was released yesterday. The Houston Texans, according to some, drew the toughest schedule in the NFL for next season. But the Dallas Cowboys are the team that most of you care about, so that's the team we're going to talk about. According to some insiders, they drew the third toughest schedule in all of the league. How many games are they going to lose, Mr. Brooks?
I'm going to go with 4 this year. Last year, I predicted that the Cowboys would be 11-4 and make the playoffs. I know a lot of people didn't believe that. And this year, I think that they can be one game better. I think I predicted them 11-5 a year ago. I predict this year they can go 12-4. And they have a tough schedule. I mean,
Very tough schedule.
When you look at some of the teams that they play, I mean, from a year ago, they play both teams that were in the Super Bowl. In addition to that, they play Minnesota. This is going to be a tough schedule. I got them losing 4 games. We can break it down, but clearly, the at Minnesota game is going to be a challenge. The at New York game, a week after going to Green Bay, is going to be a challenge at Indianapolis. And I do think that the New Orleans Saints will come in there on Thanksgiving, trying to redeem the loss that the Cowboys gave them a year ago to prevent them from going undefeated.
I have the Cowboys going 11-5 this year. It's interesting, though. I just kind of went right through the schedule and looking at it. I have them 8-0 at home. I have them winning all their home games. I have them losing at Washington, at Minnesota, at the New York Giants, at Indianapolis, and at Philadelphia. And I don't think I would change any of those. Minnesota manhandle them in the playoffs. Yep. Minnesota is not going to get dramatically worse this year, and the Cowboys still have questions on that offensive line. Going into Indianapolis to beat Peyton Manning and company, not unless you do it all the time, and the Cowboys don't make that trip on a regular basis. And then I've got them losing against their divisional rivals on the road. Typically against the division, you see splits. So I think 11-5 is about right. And here's an interesting question as it relates to the Cowboys that occurred to me last night, and I'll ask Mr. Brooks. Do the Cowboys have the worst coach in the division now?
That's a great question, and I guess you have to say the one that hasn't proven himself for sure, considering that all 3 of those other guys have Super Bowl experience. 2 of them have championships. And the one thing I will say, though, is they won this division a year ago. Now, I realize that Mike Shanahan was not there. Jim Zorn versus Mike Shanahan, that's a tremendous upgrade for the Washington Redskins. And Shanahan is going to compete. He's already coming out, being very vocal, being very direct, doing exactly what he did in Denver when he led them to 2 Super Bowl championships.
The Lakers and Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City just not quite enough. When Kevin Durant missed that dunk, you knew you had a sick feeling about it. 17 block shots. They're playing very well, but we talked before the playoff series began. Oklahoma City is good. They're on the rise, but they're going to get an education in these playoffs, and the Lakers just looked a little more comfortable getting it done. Tonight, Spurs and the Mavs, Game 2 from Dallas. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with the Mavs. I think the Mavs win this game, and I think they go up 2-0. I think San Antonio comes back, gathers themselves, perhaps gets a game. They're in San Antonio, but San Antonio is in a corner for sure.
I'm going to go with the Spurs to even the series tonight. Dallas always seems to find a way to make series tougher than they have. Richard Jefferson will do more than play with sock puppets during his 32 minutes tonight. If he gives them anything, Bill Schoening was a guest today on the show, and he said if Richard Jefferson just gets his averages, 10 points, 12 points,
true,
the Spurs should be a lot better.
Won the last game. And by the way, he's getting a manicure and a pedicure today. So
I'm not getting a manicure. I'm getting a pedicure and a deep tissue massage.
I don't know. I'm not going to be there. That's what he's telling me. Yeah. I don't know for sure.
He's going to chase little white balls in the woods at the UT Golf. So you want to be sure to check out tomorrow. And we'll have video of the whole thing. It should be a lot of fun for us today. Special shout out to our friend Dwayne,
most definitely,
with the Federation of Freestyle Bullfighters. If you missed him on the show, crazy.
Yeah, that's all you can say.
We've never had anybody on the show who's actually died once. He said he was pronounced dead once. You don't know what we're talking about? They're in town this Saturday night in Taylor at the Williamson County Event Center, whatever it is.
Check it out.
Check it out. It's on this page. So check out the video and see what they do. The Federation of Freestyle Bullfighting. Unbelievable. We will catch you tomorrow.
It's a cell phone.
Waiting for the tea. See you tomorrow right here at LonghornStation.com.